Let me first introduce you guys to the concept of plans and how it relates to this topic. Pay attention. Everyone has a plan. For most people, it's going to school, reading, and getting good grades to eventually get the This is plan A for most people. Then we have plan B, C, and D. Hello everyone, it's varied and we're here to talk about the cornrow, which usually falls in people's plan D. I would like to believe nobody wakes up one morning and the first thing they decide to do is to swing their secret places on the internet, right? Now what I'll call plan D is the dark parts, the point of no return. But before we speak more on plan D, let's go through all the other plans so we understand what this video is trying to say. Since we've established that plan A is the traditional go-to-school route, I think we should define it properly. Plan A is the original route, which is the societal norm expected of an individual in that particular time period. Let's just make it clearer. Today, plan A is known as education. We need formal education to completely integrate into society around us. It always wasn't like this, even though people were getting formal education since 2000 years before Jesus was born. Education wasn't the default plan A. Plan A used to be survival. As a wise man once said,
"Surviving is winning, Franklin."
Imagine in the prehistoric days when people were living in caves and hosting night parties, then some nigga comes and says, "Why fire bright in sky and later waterfall from sky?" We don't care about that. All we do is and hunt animals. Thousands of years later, plan A then evolved to the military, trading, craftsmanship, and farming. In this time period, most people did not go to school because it was reserved for the elite or for people who wanted to be priests. Oh, and speaking of the elite, inheriting that is property could also be someone's plan A. It's still happening today. Let's go to plan B. If I can't do what everyone expects me to do, I'll find my own way. And that's plan B of life, ladies and gentlemen. In today's world, if you don't like school, well, what do? This is where people say they are chasing their dreams. These dreams don't usually involve formal education. For some, it's sportsmanship, like being a footballer. Others is owning their business or brand, or being a musician, or even being a mangaka. Now, plan C is where it gets tricky. If you can't start a business or be a successful musician, what do? Plan C is the unconventional route. This is where we find the crypto bros, the traders, the YouTubers, the streamers, the streaming moderators, editors. I mean, depends on what kind of editor you are. Well, anything that isn't really seen as respectable until it really works out. That's plan C for me. If you're an aspiring musician, your average friend or parent would respect and try to support you more than being an aspiring YouTuber or TikToker who wants to play games on the internet and make money. It's crazy, but I mean, plan C works out for a lot of people. This leads me to our main focus, plan D. Now, let me make this clear for us. You don't necessarily have to follow these plans in any particular order, please. And this video is not a rule book of life. It's just a mere observation of our lives, and it's not entirely accurate for everyone. But I would like to add, I still believe for an average guy living in a somewhat stable society, you most likely still see things in this order. You can't expect my plan A to be going to school when some other country is sending missiles to blow up my schools, or if my community cannot access basic necessities like clean water, something like that. I would like to believe that unless we are born into that life, nobody will just sit and say, "Oh, since school did not work out, let me just start stealing from people or selling drugs." Now, if you're not doing all that, what else could be your plan D? I'll call it adult professional because of guidelines. I guess adult professional is safe. I titled this video Imagine Failing the Con Route because I guess if I say imagine failing plan D, most people might not get the context. Honestly, I might also change my original title if the video does not do well within hours of its upload. Please subscribe and like the video. Now, I don't need to explain what an adult professional is. Why would anyone want to become one anyway? At the end of the day, everything I've mentioned here all bounds to money. It's not 100% that, but it's all for profit. So if I can't make profits being a doctor, maybe I become a footballer. If that fails, maybe I try crypto trading. If that fails, then I have no choice. I have to go and steal some shit or swing my bad boy for views. Then I get paid to go to parties with rich men and get some cash. One must work, right? But imagine if a person tries all that and still fails. Imagine disconnecting from a negligent society, breaking every societal norm possible to be an adult star, only for that to fail as well. I made this video to show you guys how much of a bet part you take in life can be. You could try taking the risks and showing yourself on the internet, but you may not be attractive enough. You might never make enough money. You might never break free from the matrix. You might fail on the con route as well. You might fail plan D. The reason why plan D is the focus, because believe me, that is the worst to fail. Because if you fail at being a criminal, it's probably jail time or you wind up with a bullet. If you fail at being an adult entertainer, your reputation is ruined. If you got a family, they hate you now and could also wind up in prison, depending on your location. Oh, and let's not forget a lot of people who choose this path end up unaliving themselves. That's why it's called the dark path. But lighten up everybody. In the end, we all have the freedom of choosing paths available to us. And maybe maybe not everyone of us can become a successful neurosurgeon. This video is not to discourage you. It's better to fail than not to try at all. And please, I did not say go swing your whatever on the internet. Well, we can avoid all that by subscribing and liking the video, of course. I love you all. Thank you for 60 subscribers. 60 is a big number. Woo!